Have you ever noticed that some people can make more money than they've ever made in their entire life and they still feel broke? I know because I was one of them. Not because I didn't have money, it's because I still had the mindset that I learned when I had none of it. And that realization completely changed how I looked at money. For most of my life, I thought money was always the answer. Not because I was greedy, it's just because I grew up without any of it. I spent time in the foster care, I lived through instability, and I knew what it felt like to wonder what was coming next. When you grow up in environments like that, money becomes more than money. It becomes a safety net, it becomes certainty, and it becomes control. So like a lot of people, I told myself a story. If I can just make a little bit more money, everything would be different. And for years, that's exactly what I chased. I chased that next paycheck. I chased promotions at my job. That next opportunity. I actually started making a lot more money. I got older. I built a career. And I started receiving military money as well. I bought a home. I improved my credit. I started investing. I even opened a retirement account. As you can see, I published some books. And I started building a business. And one day I caught myself feeling that exact same fear that I felt years earlier. That's when I started realizing something. The amount of money had changed, but that pattern hadn't. Because money wasn't actually the thing that I was chasing. I was chasing the feeling I thought money would give me. I was chasing a level of security. I was chasing peace. And I was chasing certainty. And once I saw that, I started seeing the same pattern everywhere. Some people can't save money, not because that they're irresponsible, it's because every dollar feels temporary, so they spend it. Some people can't enjoy money, not because they're disciplined, it's because they're terrified of losing it, so they hold on to everything that they have. Some people constantly chase success, not because they love success, it's because they think success will finally make them feel worthy. Different behaviors in the same pattern. And honestly, I had to face that inside myself, even recently. There have been moments where I've looked at everything I've built and still felt like I wasn't doing enough. And maybe you have felt that way too. You accomplish something, and your mind immediately moves that finish line. You reach that goal, and suddenly it doesn't feel big anymore. You build something, and instead of appreciating it, you're already focused on the next thing. It's not a money problem, it's a pattern. Because if you don't recognize patterns, you'll carry these into every area of your life. You'll carry it into relationships, you'll carry it into business, you'll even carry it into success. The biggest thing is you'll even start carrying it into the way that you parent. And no amount of external achievement will fix that internal pattern. That's why investing became so important to me. Not because I wanted to get rich overnight. Actually, investing taught me the exact opposite. It taught me patience. It taught me consistency. It taught me that small actions repeated over long periods of time create massive results. And the more I invested, the more I realized I wasn't just building wealth. I was building a new relationship with money, a healthier one based on long-term thinking instead of fear, one based on building instead of surviving. And that's the lesson I wanted to leave everyone here with. Money doesn't create your habits, it reveals them. It reveals your fears. It reveals the beliefs that you carry. It reveals the stories you've been carrying for many years. So maybe the question isn't how do I make more money? Maybe the better question should be what pattern is making my financial decisions? Because once you can see the pattern, you finally have the opportunity to change it. And that change is worth far more than any paycheck. I'm hoping this resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comments. What's one money belief or money pattern you noticed in your life? And as always, follow if you're trying to see things clearly before they cost you.